All right. Hello and welcome back to the channel where today I am on NFLmockdraftdatabase.com getting ready to do a mock draft with a couple of buddies of mine. I'm Fumin or Aura. I've got Anthony with me
That's me.
and Chase.
What up?
And so I'm a Bears fan, Anthony is a Steelers fan, and Chase is a Packers fan. I always feel like it's important to point that out. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and hit start on this. And I think I'll just take the lead on this one because it's pretty much already decided. Like, there's just no way it's not Fernando. And the thing is, even if it, like, let's say just by some crazy world the Raiders do decide to trade out of this pick, it's still going to be Fernando. Anybody who's trading up to one is taking Fernando. So,
Yep. Move on from that.
yeah, I was going to say, that's just not even going to be the case, though. They're taking him. Now, the question is, does he start day one or does Kirk Cousins?
Bro, that's dude, the stupidest thing. The only thing that people are making people think that way is the money that they're fucking giving to Kirk Cousins. But
Yeah.
if Mendoza is not starting day one, the Raiders are stupider than what we all have thought for the past 15 to 20 years.
Yeah, it's just, to me, you don't draft a guy at number one to sit. Like, that's just not what you do.
No.
But
That
also,
just doesn't make any sense.
But I should also point out, not all three of us, none of us are experts. We're just doing this for fun. So if we get it all wrong, it's for fun. If we get it right, we told you so. So that's just how it's
honestly, if you want to be honest, the casuals probably would get it right before the real draft experts, if we're being honest.
Low key, yeah. But
the draft experts make the stupidest predictions.
Now, here's where I'm a little torn because I know a lot of people think it's going to be Arvell Reese. I think it should be David Bailey here, but I'll let you guys give your opinion.
It could be either one of those. It is going to be between those two, but it just depends on what the Jets want. I mean, with Arvell Reese, you have a little bit more versatility within your defense because I mean, edge rusher slash outside linebacker slash. I mean, he's a little bit more versatile than somebody like a David Bailey. It just depends on what they want. David Bailey has all the tools. I mean, all the tools: speed, strength. He's not the best bull rusher, but he does have that in his arsenal. I do think that he is a little lacking in play recognition compared to somebody like a Ruben Bain Jr. I think that's what Ruben Bain has over someone like a David Bailey, but David Bailey just has more of the athletic tools than someone like a Ruben Bain, but he does not have that over somebody like an Arvell Reese. So I think it can go either way. I think it's a toss-up.
Okay, Chase, do you have any thoughts to give?
I mean, I agree with what Anthony says in a way. Yeah, it is between those two guys at that second pick. I'm not even trying to sound biased in a way, but I would say it's going to be Arvell Reese just because the Jets have had more practice days with Arvell than I think David Bailey. And
yeah, I know there was like the thing where they canceled their meeting with David Bailey, but I've heard that could actually be a good thing for David Bailey. Like, that means they're going to pick him.
It could that's something that could work in his favor, but I think Arvell Reese is not just from this past season, but the last two seasons. I mean, I think he's been one of the most explosive young defensive players, especially at the linebacker position, even with being on Ohio State, having Sonny Styles and having Caleb Downs, who is a hybrid between cornerback and linebacker. I think Arvell Reese is just kind of went above and beyond on play recognition and improvement wise on his college career.
Well, that's fair, and I can definitely see it being Arvell Reese. I mean, it's just really, the reality is the picks 1 and 2 are probably more like set in stone than people would act like, because it probably is Arvell Reese, but after that is where it gets really iffy. But if I mean, are we going Arvell Reese here then for the Jets?
That's my pick.
I think you pulled the trigger on Arvell.
Okay. All right, so Arvell Reese is off the board. Now we're to the Cardinals, and we are going to have a little fun with this. I was toying with the idea of whether we're just going to do stick and pick for every single pick, but I would like to throw in some trades if we genuinely believe that there's going to be trades here. And there's been a lot of talk around, and I'll just say it now. Also, I guess we could talk about who our favorite collegiate teams are. Me and Chase are both Ohio State fans, and Anthony is a Pitt fan, Pittsburgh fan, whatever you want to call him.
You gotta love the talent that they bring in, but we
Yeah.
mid.
Well, uh, anyways, I listen to the Rich Eisen show and Pat McAfee show mainly, and everything that I hear off of those shows, I mean, it kind of is almost 50-50, where a lot of people are saying Arizona's looking to trade back if they can. But I've also heard, I also watch a lot of Bangle, the YouTuber, Madden YouTuber, but he does a lot of draft stuff too. He essentially said that if anybody's trading up to 3, it's not for Jeremiah Love. Despite what anybody says, nobody's trading up
Fuck
for a
no.
running back. Yeah, so
No.
I mean, what are we doing here? Are we making them trade? I mean, I know Anthony.
Dude, I mean, if you want to have fun with it, I think you pull the trigger on the Cowboys. I think that the
I was going
Cowboys
to
give up
say,
their first 2 picks.
before we start recording, Anthony was talking about how he believes the Cowboys could be a candidate to trade up to 3, but they would have to give up both of their picks in the first round, which are 12 and 20. I have actually heard the opposite off of some shows. I've heard both, but I've heard that they want to trade up, but I've heard the opposite, that it's more true that they're actually looking to trade back, the Cowboys.
It could be
Yeah,
either
I
way.
did hear
Dude,
some about
Jerry,
the
you never
Cowboys
know what
trying
the
to
fuck is
trade
in
him
the.
there.
Yeah.
You never know what's in the mind of Jerry Jones, bro. He's almost on his way out of fucking life, let alone as a owner of the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you right now, my opinion is this. I think so for both of these teams, Arizona and Tennessee. Granted, I didn't watch either the Titans or Cardinals that much. I mean, I'm just a Bears fan, all in all. I barely watch any college football, so a lot of these players I don't know too much about. Um, but I strictly watch the Bears for the most part. Sometimes the Bengals. Sometimes, if I'm on Red Zone, I'll catch some other teams. I assume that both of these teams have pretty bad offensive lines.
Who are we talking about again?
The Cardinals and the Titans.
Yeah. I mean,
Titans for sure, dude.
Tennessee.
They
Yeah,
spent
Tennessee for
their
sure has the worst.
highest paid offensive lineman is Dan Moore Jr. and they took him for $65 million from the Steelers, and it was probably the dumbest move I've probably ever seen in my fucking life. And I mean, it was as advertised. He is terrible, but I mean, that's kind of the mainstay for that offensive line. Now the Cardinals, though, they have promised because they have Paris Johnson Jr. They're on the
That's
upswing.
right. Yeah, I forgot about Paris Johnson.
I mean, dude, if there's no trade here, I honestly think it's David Bailey. But I mean, I just don't see. I don't see the Cardinals looking at the upside of David Bailey as, oh, let me get David Bailey right now instead of trading back and getting 2 first round picks out of that and then just getting best available for a 2027 quarterback. I think if they were to get extra draft capital for this season, build up for a draft pick for next season, specifically a quarterback, I think that'd be the smarter move. But I mean, it could go anyway. If it's not traded back, it's definitely David Bailey here.
What were you trying to say something, Chase, earlier? I felt like you got cut off a few times.
No, I was just it was what you were talking about with who has the worst offensive line between
Okay.
Tennessee or Arizona.
I just want to clarify. My point of bringing that up is, so I feel like every draft, there's at least one player that falls way further than anybody ever expected them to. Last year it was Shador, probably somebody else. I mean, to be fair, with Shador, he fell so far that it's a wonder to me how anybody thought he was going as high as they thought he was. Before that, I'm trying to remember who else fell. It doesn't matter. I'm not going to rack my brain about that right now, but there's always a player who falls way further than anybody expects them to. And I have a feeling it's going to be one of 3 positions. It's going to be either Jeremiah Love, who is like the only running back considered this high. I don't even know. I've heard that some other running backs are considered Well, Jadarian Price, I've heard, is maybe a first rounder, but who knows? Um, the other players, I have a feeling it's possibly going to be one of these top 3 wide receivers that everybody's talking about. Maybe Caleb Downs falls. I don't really think so, though. And maybe one of these offensive linemen, like Maui Noah or Fano or Freeling or really any of them, to be honest.
Yeah, those
Proctor.
I'm gonna be honest, like those offensive tackles have been, I mean, if you look at any mock draft, dude, I mean, most of the time it is Francis that is consensus like number one in the offensive tackle category. But dude, this offensive tackle class, the top 4 to 5 are jumbled, dude. They're scattered everywhere in the first round to late second, and they're all in just random orders, especially after Francis.
Yeah. Well, again, like I kind of just want to get to my whole point is I've never been of the opinion that either one of these teams should take Jeremiah Love this high. I'm sure Jeremiah Love is a great
Okay.
player, but my thing is they have way bigger issues to get here. And it's like everybody brings up now the thing is I think it makes more sense for Arizona than it does the Titans because although yes, they just brought in Tyler Algier, I mean, he's a solid backup. I don't know if he's ever been starter level. With the Titans, Tony Pollard is not a bad running back. We know that from his time with the Cowboys, but
And don't forget
he
about
was
Spears too.
yeah, well, he
Yeah, I
was
say Spears.
both of
He's
them
pretty good.
both of them ran behind a terrible offensive line. No running back's going to have a good season behind a terrible offensive line. So unless they're
Yeah.
like godlike, I guess maybe
Yeah.
Saquon could do that, but I just
Yeah.
Or Derrick Henry or something,
yeah,
something crazy.
but
A
it's
healthy
just
Christian McCaffrey could.
I've always felt like these guys should address offensive line first and foremost, or maybe defense, but I don't know. So regardless, we're spending too much time on the Cardinals here. Are we going to make them trade? Are we going to have some fun with it?
I'd say have some fun with it because I mean, at the end of the day, well, also I will say about the Titans, their offensive line is bad, but they have made some decent moves. They still have that Peter Skoronsky, which he's good. I will say he is damn good. JC Latham's is on his way. I will say. So they
Okay.
have some players. Don't get me wrong. They have some players with upside, but they've spent too much money on players that just do not matter, and they do not have depth like at all. But that's
Okay.
enough of the offensive line for the Titans.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
all right. So yeah, I actually already had it queued up because you were talking about it earlier. So are you sure you don't see anybody else trading with the Cardinals for this pick?
I see somebody possible. I see a possible trade that could happen that does not include the Giant or the Cowboys.
Who?
Washington.
You think so? For who?
I for Jeremiah Love. And like think about it, if Jeremiah were to fall past Arizona and Tennessee, because both those teams obviously could use offensive line. New York's not going to go over running back with having Scattaboo.
A
So
lot
right
of
behind New
people
York
say that
is
they might though, and I kind of see it
really
because Scadaboo's coming off that big injury, and that's
true.
not the
Yeah.
same regime other than Shane. Joe Shane's the only one who's still there, who
Yeah.
There is
drafted
nobody
Scadaboo.
in this draft class that is going to trade up for Love. I'm
I
telling
was
you,
gonna say I don't think so either, but
especially with Washington sitting at 7. If Jeremiah Love could easily fall into their lap at 7, like no doubt.
I
Yeah.
think so
I'm
Even
just
too.
if he
speaking on the fact
does,
And
that
what
no,
were you
go
you're
gonna
on.
good.
say, Anthony?
I said even if
Yeah.
he does, I still don't see them taking him.
I was gonna say I am of the different opinion. I think if Jeremiah Love drops to the Commanders at 7, they take him.
I mean, why wouldn't they
You
take him?
don't think they go offensive line after the shit with Jaden Daniels for the past year?
I mean,
Yeah, I
you
guess
make a
that's true.
valid point on that, but think about it. Who they got? What Brian Robinson and Austin Eckler, who's what 34, on his way off of his career. Why wouldn't you go
Yeah, I get it, but
running back
yes, I mean, dude, they
in a
could
way?
very well take Jeremiah Love. I'm not saying you guys are wrong at all. They could very well
Right.
take Jeremiah Love, but you have a quarterback his first year take. I mean, a team that when he was going in was expected to win what 4 games max, take you to an NFC Championship game. Next year gets fucking injured, like season-ending injury, you think that a running back is going to help that out that much?
I mean,
If I'm
like,
front office for Washington, my main idea is get some protection for Jaden.
Okay, well,
yeah, but before he even got injured, he really didn't do much last season. Even before the injury, he wasn't very consistent in his
I mean, I get it. That's
QBR at
besides the
all.
point. I mean, like, even if he could have played like dog shit last year, but I mean, that's still going to be their number one guy, regardless.
Well, yeah, no, he's a. I
uh,
mean, more than likely, he's a franchise quarterback.
I was gonna say, so the only people that I see first, we got to figure out who's trading up for who. Like, okay, I don't see anybody lower than the Rams trading up. Like, I could see, here's who I could see trading up: the Rams, the Cowboys, the Chiefs, or the Saints. That's it. I don't see any other teams being willing to trade up for this pick. But who would those teams be trading up for? Are they trading up for David Bailey since he's still there? Are they trading up for Sonny Styles? Are they trading up for one of these tackles? I don't think so, but I
I
I
mean,
think
I could
I
see
think
the
there's a
Chiefs
chance that
trying
one
to
of
trade
those.
up or Carnell Tate because they need a wide receiver.
I feel like
But
Carnell
Carnell Tate could
Tate.
easily fall to them.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think
There's
Carnell
been
Tate could
talks that
fall to them.
Carnell Tate might land with Cleveland though.
I think Cleveland goes offensive line.
I could see that too.
Yeah,
I mean, but
they
you got to think.
definitely
You
need
got to
that.
also think that Cleveland has a late round first. I mean, you're definitely not wrong into thinking that Carnell Tate goes 6, like at all. But
He could go to
um,
the Giants too, because the Giants have
yeah,
been talking
Yeah,
about taking a wide receiver. But all right, let's just get this Arizona pick done. Who do we
Cowboys.
for real? Okay, Cowboys. You really
yeah,
think
yeah. We'll
so?
go
I don't think
Cowboys.
anybody that you've named would trade up. I don't think KC trades up. I think they have a good amount of picks to the point where in the first round they have to address secondary. And Mansour is going to be sitting there. McCoy is going to be sitting there. Literally every single cornerback highly touted in this first round is going to be sitting there right at 9, and they have to address secondary. So I don't think KC trades up. New Orleans is not going to trade up for David Bailey because Ruben Bain's going to be sitting right there. And some people
Yeah,
think, me included, I don't think there's much difference between David Bailey and Ruben Bain. I like Ruben Bain just as much as I like David Bailey. I think it's Cowboys if anybody trades up. If we're gonna have fun with this, Cowboys is the one that trades up.
Okay, well, we'll make the Cowboys trade up then, and they're giving up both of their first round picks to do so. So let's make that trade go through. And now the Cowboys are on the clock, and the Cardinals now hold a 12 and 20. So who are the Cowboys trading up for, Anthony?
I say Sonny Styles.
yeah.
That's
I
what
say
you
Sonny
think?
Styles. You could say David Bailey for sure.
But I mean, why wouldn't you pick you? I mean, yeah, you could say David Bailey, but I feel like you would that trigger would automatically already be on Sonny Styles.
I'm trying to
I
see.
think it's
Okay, I was trying to see who they have a team fit for the Cowboys, and it's Jermod McCoy, I guess. But they're not trading up for Jermod McCoy. They could have got him easily at 12.
yeah.
But
I think it's Sonny Styles. I think a little splash happens, and I think what's his name Jerry wants to go more of something.
He's got to
I
build
guess
that
of
defensive
a middle
line.
linebacker more than somebody on the defensive line. He's put so much into defensive line over the past offseason and throughout the season that I think that they could address somewhere else if they don't trade back or if they don't trade up. I think they go secondary because that secondary is horrendous too. But I think they pull the trigger on Sonny Styles.
okay,
That's
well,
that's me.
if you guys are in agreement on that, I have no reason to object to that. I mean, yeah, I really don't see them trading up for anybody else. And Sonny Styles is, as from everything I've heard, tested insanely good at the
Yeah,
Yeah,
combine.
he's a monster.
he killed the combine,
Yeah,
He's
and
a monster.
also,
destroyed
I
it.
mean, he's just a good player. So we're gonna give the
Yeah.
Cowboys Sonny Styles. All right, so now the Titans are on the clock, and this is where a lot of people are saying Jeremiah Love's going to go. I personally think that they could address some other areas, but I would not be surprised at all if they just say, screw it, let's get a great running back or somebody who's expected to be a great running back. What do you guys think?
I don't think they make the move on Love. If David Bailey's sitting at 4, they make the move for David Bailey.
I
I think
Are we
it's
talking?
100%.
I think that's the
Is this
simplest thing.
Tennessee?
Yeah,
Yes.
the Titans.
Yeah, with I'd have to agree
You
with
know how
Anthony because with
scary
having
though.
Tony Pollard and Spears, I don't see the point in getting Jeremiah Love. You have two
I
set running backs who have proven that they can both have high yard games with a shitty offensive line.
Yeah,
I
and
just
they've
don't see
made
the point.
they made no moves in the offseason, and anybody thinking like, oh yeah, let's make a move for our running back this draft. I mean, they have two solid running backs that they made no moves of getting rid of, or at any point in time in the future getting rid of. I mean, I think
I mean,
I do not think they go Jeremiah Love, and if they were to
they
go
could.
David Bailey, you know how you bro Jermaine Johnson, Jeffrey Simmons, and David Bailey. That would be
That's.
fucking nasty, dude.
I mean, over that defense just to get torched in the regular season, but yeah,
I mean, yes, but I mean, dude,
yeah, but
you give that defensive line a year
yeah, they'll be a
to
top
connect,
defense in the
bro.
AFC for sure.
yeah,
That
I
defensive line would be nasty.
they're just not going DB here, and if they're going defense, it's definitely David. But I mean, I just see no world where David Bailey falls much further. Like I
Yeah,
don't
but I
at
mean,
all.
for Tennessee, I think it's either David Bailey or it's Francis. It's one of the two. It's not Jeremiah's not happening.
And they spent money in the offseason on secondary. They got that Cordell, what's his
Yeah,
name? Cordell Flott from the Giants, and that was a fucking solid pickup. They still have Alontae Taylor, I, Amani Hooker. I don't think they need to make a move for secondary, obviously. I mean, except like, I mean, whatever, round two. If David Bailey is sitting there at 4, they're taking David Bailey over Love.
Okay, well, I'll give him David Bailey if that's what we're all agreeing on.
yeah.
All right. All right, so now we've got the Giants on the clock, and I'll just say right now, I'm biased because I have Cam Scatterboo on my Dynasty Fantasy Football team, so I really don't want them to take Jeremiah Love, but I've heard that they are very much in love, no pun intended, with Love. So, I don't know. I mean, do we think that they take Jeremiah Love? Do we think they address defense? I mean, all of the defensive players that they might have taken are kind of gone now. I've been hearing that they could take a wide receiver like Carnell Tate, or apparently they really like Jordan Tyson. But
You don't think they pull the trigger on Downs?
I mean, I just haven't heard that. Like out of all of the mock drafts, and I've looked at many different mock drafts. Like I don't want to sit here and act like I haven't done research. I've done research. I I've heard maybe one time that the Giants would take Downs, but not this high. I've heard that at their 10th pick, which they didn't have until recently.
I say
But
the
Yeah.
only team, the mock drafts that I've seen where Downs is going has been Dallas. Really,
really, because
well,
okay.
like Dallas trading up to get him is what I mean. Sorry, I should
Mm,
have.
well, still, I haven't seen that, but I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm sure you have seen that. But
Yeah, I mean that's just Jerry Jones, though. You know, who knows
yeah,
what he's
well,
gonna
it
do.
it doesn't matter. We've already made Dallas's pick. Who cares what
Yeah,
they're gonna
no, yeah,
do?
that's done and over with.
But I don't know. What do you think? What do you think, Anthony?
I
We'll get your
mean,
opinion first.
I think there's a very high chance of them pulling the trigger on Downs. I think there's a very high chance of them pulling the trigger on Francis, especially with Jackson Dart having his injury. They really don't have any depth at right tackle, and I think they can move Francis to right tackle. They obviously still have what's his name, Thomas, on the left side.
Yeah,
Yeah, Thomas. Yeah,
Andrew Thomas. Is that what it is?
Yeah, yeah, and then you plug Francis in day one. I could definitely see that over a Jeremiah Love. If you're sitting there, right? If you're sitting as the Giants war room on draft day, and you have the opportunity to get a franchise right tackle for Jackson Dart or a franchise running back for Jackson Dart, when your running back room is already pretty damn solid, you already got a running back that is, I mean, has proven to be like, okay, this dude has something. I mean, why not? Especially with Jackson Dart's injury, I think they have way more of a chance of getting a tackle than a running back.
Yeah.
But you just never know. You just never know. Their right tackle is
mean,
literally non-existent. They have no right tackle.
like I said, I totally agree with you. I was coming into this with the opinion that I believe I said it already that I know every single year there's a player who falls down the board more than people expect. And I said it very well could be Jeremiah Love because I think a lot of these teams here at the top don't need running back. Like, running back is not a place of need. So I totally agree with you that they could pass on Love here and maybe hope he falls to 10 because it's looking like he just might do that at the rate we're
I,
going.
yeah.
But, so who do you think they take then? Like, you got to pick one player. Who is it? Do they
I
address offensive line? Do they address defense? Because Bengal, the YouTuber, he's a big Giants fan, and he is of the opinion that the Giants need to address defense more than anything.
I mean, I don't disagree with them. I don't think their safety room is terrible, but it's Caleb Downs. I mean, Caleb Downs isn't just. I mean, he isn't just a safety. I mean, he's big enough to play fucking linebacker if we're being for real. In the NFL. I think they pull the trigger on Downs.
All right, Chase, who do you think they take?
I think they go Francis. I don't see any other reason to
I ain't
leave
even gonna
that
argue
right
that for
guard
real.
position open when you have Jackson Dart, who's your franchise, more than likely your franchise quarterback, and Cam Scatterbo, who's your franchise running back. I just don't see why you leave that right tackle position open. I mean, now granted, they could just sign a free agent after the draft or whatever, but I don't know with Francis falling to them, I say you got to go Francis.
Yeah, and I
You got to
always
beef
had
up
a
that offensive
feeling
line.
a lot of people. So I know with this draft, it's deep on edge, it's deep on wide receiver, and I always had a feeling that the linemen were going to drop a little bit. I mean, I think it's kind of deep on linemen too, isn't it? Like, there's a good amount
Yeah,
of
it's a pretty
linemen.
heavy
They have
lineman draft, especially the second round.
So I always had a feeling that the linemen were going to fall just a little bit further than most people thought. So you guys are literally like both what my two sides of thinking were, because in my opinion, coming into this, I thought the Giants with their first pick would either go for offensive line or go for defense. And you both are saying that. I'm going to agree with Chase here, and I think they do go Francis Mauigoa. Now, are we sure they don't go Spencer Fano? I mean, he's left tackle, right?
Yeah.
yeah.
Spencer Fonder's left tackle.
I think if Francis is sitting on the board there, he's the number one tackle. I think
Yeah.
I think he's the first tackle to come off the board.
Okay, well, I'm gonna give them Francis Mauigoa since me and Chase are in agreement with that, and it sounds like Anthony has no issues with that. So
Nope.
that's who I think they're gonna take. And then I think with their second pick, well, we'll get there, but I think they go defense there, depending on who falls, maybe wide receiver. But we're gonna give them
Yeah.
Francis Mauigoa here at number 5. All right, so now we've got Cleveland on the board at 6. I really don't think they go running back because they still have Judkins, they still have Sampson, pretty sure they still have Jerome Ford. I mean, I don't
Yeah,
think any of those guys have blown, anybody away, but they're still solid running backs that can develop into something good. So, I don't know.
Hang on, I'm trying to think. Do they pull the trigger on Downs?
Is safety a need for them?
I mean, they don't have anybody. They don't have any big name. I mean, they still have Grant Delpit. He's solid, I guess. But other than
Yeah,
that,
the
it's
other dude that they had, he went somewhere. I forget where he went. I think he went NFC. The other
I'm trying to think of who you're talking about.
uh he's a young player. I think he's only 2 or 3 years, something like that.
you guys are
The
free
only
to
other
look
safety they
whatever up.
have. Wait, what'd you say? Where?
You guys are free to look whatever you need to up. I'm just not going to because I want to keep it on this screen.
Oh no, I got you. That's who it was. Ronnie Hickman. That's the other safety they have. I mean, but Carnell Tate's sitting right fucking there, dude.
I know,
Yeah, I
but
was gonna say.
that's the
I mean,
thing. Carnell Tate's sitting there, but don't forget we still have Jordan Tyson and Makai Lemon, who, in my opinion, I mean, I'm not as high on Tyson as some people seem to be. I think Makai Lemon could easily come out and be the best receiver in this class a few years down the road. But are
I agree
we
with you there.
sure the Giant or the Browns don't take Spencer Fano here? I don't.
Um,
Who even is their left tackle? I don't know how good their offensive line is right now, but I know it's a need for
It's
them.
well, their left tackle's that monstrosity from Ohio State, Dwan Jones.
Oh,
The fucking whatever 6'7", 340 pound. I
okay,
mean, dude, yeah, he's a monster. I mean,
okay.
and then they just got that Titus Howard in free agency. So that's I don't think I think if you're gonna help Shador out anyway, you cannot, and I mean you cannot go into the season with your number one wide receiver being fucking Jerry Judy.
Yeah, that's fair. Well, so it sounds like you're thinking Carnell Tate here.
I think Cornell Tate. Yeah.
Chase, who do you think?
I'm going Carnell Tate too. I mean, I've seen on a lot of mock drafts, I've seen him go to Cleveland.
Yeah, me too. And I don't hate that. I think that that's probably
But
right.
That's
if
probably the
Caleb
most
Downs is
consistently mocked
there, it
player.
wouldn't surprise me if they go for Downs if he's on the board, just because, just to help their, you know, linebackers and a player who can do.
I totally agree with you, but we gotta remember, like, don't the Browns have 2 picks the first round, or am I wrong?
They do. They have the
They do.
24th.
So yes,
Okay.
they do.
Okay.
So my thing is, there's other safeties
Yeah.
Yeah, you still
like
got
like
what's his
Warren.
name's going to be sitting there. Yeah, Warren's going to be sitting there at 24. I almost guarantee you.
Yeah. So I think they go Tate here. I'm gonna agree with you guys. So the Browns are taking Tate. Now we've got the Washington Commanders. Now this is where I think Love goes if he's still on the board.
That's what I was
Um,
saying.
but
I could see it.
I do want to hear Anthony's arguments for somebody else if he doesn't believe so.
I mean, I believe he definitely can go Washington at 7, but like, do I think it's a smart idea? Fuck no. You're not only throwing your franchise quarterback under the bus, you're also throwing the running back that you are picking in the top fucking 10 in a running back class that's not very great, in a draft class that's not very great. You're throwing him under the bus too by not stacking up on offensive line. I don't know. I think it'd be very I'd be pretty dumbfounded if they did, but the unfortunate thing is I can see it happening. I don't know if you want to be if I want to be honest here. I think it would be smarter for them to not even go offensive line or running back here and get Ruben Bain over getting someone like fucking Jeremiah Love. But I don't think they get Ruben Bain either. I think there could be a Spencer Fano pick here.
Spencer Fanu.
I think. I mean, but if it's two against me, then Jeremiah Love. Because honestly, I could see Jeremiah Love going here as well. To be honest with you, I just think it'd be pretty dumb on their part.
Chase, do you have anything you want to say about this?
I mean, only thing I think there is that if Jeremiah Love does fall, this is what Pete pick 7.
I will say,
Right.
Yes.
them
Pick
picking
7.
up Laramie Tunsil did help Daniels out a lot.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
give him that. I will give them that. I will give them that.
And it also will help Jeremiah Love out.
That as
Yes.
well. So
Yes.
I can definitely see Jeremiah if he falls, definitely going to the Commanders, just based off of they got Brian Robinson. Eckler's career is pretty much done. I mean, he's 33, 34, something like that. Boy's old. He ain't gonna be playing
I
much
will
longer.
say though, if for some reason Carnell Tate is sitting at number 7 for them, they will pick Carnell Tate over Love. I will put my future fucking mortgage down on Carnell Tate it being in a fucking Washington Commanders jersey over Jeremiah Love. Dude, they're going into right now. They're going in to the season with their
Well,
wide receiver 2 as Luke McCaffrey.
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
so
true.
why do we not believe Jordan Tyson or Makai Lemon could go here?
I think he could, but to some people it'd be a little bit of a reach, but you just never
Yeah,
know
I
with the
mean,
draft.
so here's the thing. I'm trying to think about this. I like you said yourself, running back is not deep in this class. Offensive line, there's still some decent offensive linemen that could very easily fall into the second round.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of wide receivers that we talked about that could end up being amazing late round picks, like mid round picks. But that's why I feel like it kind of goes more into like, hey, let's take a chance, grab Jeremiah Love here while we can, while he's available. Hope we can get a good second or third round wide receiver that will do what they need to for us, to help out with Scary Terry not being the only option with how he's getting older and he had a big injury last year. So, that's just the
And
opinion of
Debo having a somewhat okay season.
Yeah, I kind of forgot about Debo
More,
being there, but he's also getting older.
yeah, that too. I mean, he's not going to be playing much longer. He's probably got another 4 to 5 years max. I
Wait,
bet if that's healthy, you know.
are we sure? Are we sure? What's his name still there?
Who, Debo?
Yeah.
I don't know,
Yeah, he's still
actually.
there.
Are we? Hang on. I'm about to look up the
I
depth
don't think
chart.
he's a free agent, and I know he hasn't gotten traded. I'm pretty sure he's still with the Commanders.
Hang on. I'm looking up the depth chart right now.
I'm pretty sure it's Scary Terry, Debo, and then it's Luke McCaffrey.
Nope.
No,
Debo's not
he's
on
not.
the. He's not listed on the depth chart. I had a
Mm,
feeling. I don't think they. I don't
Damn.
think they got him back.
okay.
They're yeah. I was gonna say they're listed. They're listed depth chart. They have Luke McCaffrey as the wide receiver 2, and then Traylon fucking Burks as their wide receiver 3.
Okay.
Holy
Well,
shit,
I mean, Trayvon Burks didn't do bad. Didn't have a horrible season.
all
dude!
right.
Traylon
Well,
Burks is
let's
dog shit.
let's get this over with. Chase, I want you to go first. Tell me who you think they take.
The Commanders.
Yeah.
Um, I'm gonna go Love. I'm gonna go Jeremiah.
All right, Anthony, who do you think they take?
Jeremiah Love.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Yeah, Jeremiah Love. Go ahead.
yeah. I just don't see him falling much further than 7. All
Yeah,
right. So now we're on the Saints. I think this is almost undoubtedly defense here.
yeah. I
Yeah.
think it's undoubtedly Ruben Bain.
I would agree with you. Chase,
I mean, yeah, but like you still got Caleb.
is
You know,
safety a
I
need
mean,
for
who do
them
they have
though?
at safety?
I mean, I think almost any defensive position is kind of a need for them right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
dude.
like
Come on now. I mean, I get it, but I'm a person that thinks that Ruben Bain has a chance to be the best defensive player out of this draft. I like Ruben Bain for multiple reasons over someone like David Bailey. I think that it's crazy to say that David Bailey is because you have those people. There are some people that say David Bailey is, I mean, miles ahead of someone like Ruben Bain. And I think that's fucking ludicrous. I think they go Ruben Bain here. I really do. They have absolutely fucking nobody on defensive line besides Brian Breesy.
Okay, well, this is another team that I could see taking wide receiver, because they really only have Chris Olave.
Yeah,
yeah,
So
I mean that too. And Chris Olave can never stay on the fucking field. So
yeah, so I don't know. I again, from what I've heard, edge is kind of a deep position in this draft. Maybe not as deep as wide receiver, but there are some decent edge players down the board. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like it makes sense that Ruben Bain would get picked top 10. I just don't see him falling much further than this either. Kind of like what I was saying about Love. So I'm okay with
yeah,
making that pick.
you can say they need a wide receiver, but dude, wide receiver is a
Also
lot
deep.
more deep than something like an edge,
Yes,
and it's a
that's
lot
true.
less risky picking late than a wide than a edge. So I don't think they go wide receiver. I think it's undoubtedly Ruben Bain. If Caleb Downs is for some reason still sitting here tomorrow, then I think there's a chance that it messes with their war room a little bit. It runs down the clock a little bit for them, but I don't see a reason why they don't go defensive line here. There's a pass rusher. There's no reason why they have nobody to rush the passer.
All right, so your pick is Ruben Bain. Chase, I'm
And you gotta
saying,
think Ruben Bain's
it's
a good run defender too.
yeah.
yeah. I mean, they need any position, to be honest. The Saints need anyone. Um, I think Ruben Bain probably would be the best bet. I mean, I was just saying Caleb Downs just because he is the top, I mean, now he's the top defensive player on the board, but it seems like they could definitely use Ruben more because on that defensive line, the only person that they really have is Cam Jordan. And I mean, he ain't really doing much. So,
Yeah, and there's also rumors that he's not going to be there much longer,
I would say
anyways.
they don't even
no.
really technically have Cam Jordan at the moment.
Yeah, so I'm gonna agree with you guys. I do think Ruben Bain makes sense here. So we're gonna give the Saints Ruben Bain. And so now we have the Chiefs on the board, and Anthony said earlier that this is no doubt cornerback or I guess any kind of DB. So
Yeah, I don't. I mean, well, fuck. If Caleb Downs is still sitting there,
didn't
I
they
mean,
just give away what's his face? They just
wait, what?
traded. They
Say
just
that again.
traded. They just traded a DB. Who was it? Why am I forgetting his name right now? Trent McDuffie.
Fuck it,
Trent
yeah,
McDuffie.
yeah,
McDuffie
McDuffie.
is McDuffie and somebody else. I can't remember his fucking
What
name, but both
position
they
did?
lost two cornerback.
Okay, McDuffie's cornerback. Okay, that's what I thought. So
They lost two
they're
cornerbacks to the
not
Rams.
like straight up replacing McDuffie with Caleb Downs, but I mean he is also a DB. So, but
They lost
you,
two cornerbacks to the Rams, and I mean Christian Fulton isn't terrible, but they fucking need secondary here. Like, there's no way if Downs is sitting there, they get safety help. What's his name? Fucking Mansour sitting there.
yeah, I was gonna say I've heard a lot of good things about Mansour Delane. I've heard a lot of good
He's a
things about
monster.
Jermod McCoy. Um, Dylan Tieneman, I've heard a lot of good things about. But again, like, so it's starting to look like, because for a second I thought it was going to be Jeremiah Love, who is our player who falls far. But it looks like Caleb Downs might fall a little further than people think. I think a lot of players could, honestly. I feel like this could be one of those drafts where there's like 3 players who falls and people are like, what's going on? Like, why are these
This draft's
players?
gonna be fucking weird, dude.
Yeah.
This is the first time in like probably close to 10 years. I mean, probably even longer, that we're looking at only the first overall pick being an instant lock the day before the fucking draft. Other than that, from 2 all the way to 256 is completely just up in the air.
Yeah. Dude, I just realized this is going to be a long video because we're not even out of the
Very,
top
bro.
10
We're not
yet.
even at the top 10,
Bro,
bro.
okay,
That's crazy, man.
so look, I mean, how
I go Mansour.
strongly. What are you gonna say, Mansour?
I go Mansour.
All right, Chase. Who do you go here?
I mean,
Downs is sitting there.
honestly, like I agree with Anthony it being a defense, Chiefs going defense here because they need it. But
Has to.
I wouldn't be surprised if they go Spencer Fanu here.
Ah,
They need offensive line, dude. All they have is was it Chris Humphreys or whatever, or
Reed Humphrey.
yeah, and Trey Smith. Like, come on, bro.
I don't
Look
entirely
at how many.
disagree with you, and especially with Mahomes coming off an injury, I think I kind of agree with Anthony here, where like I said, they traded Trent McDuffie. Their defense wasn't that good last year, and it definitely, like, I heard the one thing I heard about the Chiefs defense last year was that they really struggled to get to the quarterback, and getting a solid DB, whether it's Mansour or Caleb Downs, that can help with that, you know?
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, Caleb Downs almost led the season in sacks almost the last 2 years.
Yeah, well, I just mean like with coverage and stuff, it kind of
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it
yeah.
gives the defensive line time to actually get to the quarterback.
Right. Yeah.
But
No. I don't disagree with them going defense either. I could just see them going Spencer Fano if he's there, just because of how much. And I mean, like, look how many plays this season alone that Patrick Mahomes was collapsing in the pocket and had to throw on the run. I mean,
yeah,
him even getting injured that play, he was throwing on the run because he was falling into the pocket. He had nothing but pressure on him.
yeah. Well,
But
I
I
do.
I agree with either Caleb Downs or
Well,
Mansour.
just give a single player. Give a single player. Anthony said Mansour.
Um,
Who do you say?
I'll go Caleb Downs.
All right, so it's up to me to be the tiebreaker here. Now I'm gonna ask one question: how well does Caleb Downs fit into the Spagnola defense, Anthony?
I think it's better. I think Mansoor fits in much better than Caleb.
Well, then that's who I'm going to go with because I do like what you said about Caleb Downs. He can like play linebacker if they want him to or need him to, and I
Play in the
think
box mostly.
yeah, play in the box is what you mean. But I just because Mansoor is more of a fit, that's what I'm going to go with.
They need a lockdown corner. They need a bank on a lockdown corner
All
going
right,
into the next
so
season.
at 9, the Chiefs take Mansoor Delane. Now we got the Giants again at 10, and just to refresh, we gave them Maui Noah, so offensive line has been addressed. Now
I think this
here,
is the easiest pick so far.
Caleb Downs, right?
Yeah,
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 this
they
is
gotta
the
so
be.
easiest pick so far.
honestly, yes, it's tough because it's like, damn, I have heard that they love Jordan Tyson. And with
Yeah.
Maui Noah, that's where I think that they would take him, apparently. I just think that's a little high for him. I personally,
Very.
I don't really see all the hype about Jordan Tyson, but I didn't watch that much of him, so maybe I'm just completely stupid. But I think
I
we're
like
all
Jordan Tyson, but I just don't think they take him over Downs.
all right. Well, yeah, I agree. So are we all in agreement? It's Downs here.
100%.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, he had a little bit of a fall, but it's not too far. So he gets taken eventually by the Giants at 10. Now we've got the Miami Dolphins, and this is another team. Now, the Dolphins are garbage. Their roster is the worst in the league, and I know that they literally need to take best available wherever they're at. But this is another team that I've heard a lot about them possibly trading this pick and falling back and getting some more draft capital to be able
I could
to
see that for
address.
sure.
Yeah,
So,
I could see that.
who would be trading with them? Do
Are
we
we
want
going with trade?
I mean, if we're going to make it a little fun, we've only had one trade so far. Have we seen any other teams that we think could trade other than the Cardinals or no?
Let me look back at the draft order a little bit. No, that's not picked yet.
Oh, okay. Sorry. So we've got the Dolphins at 11. Then you got Arizona, who obviously are going to stay where they're at and pick.
I don't think the Rams do, especially two fucking spots for someone like
No.
Makai Lemon, dude. Makai Lemon, if he was to get picked by the Dolphins, Jordan Tyson sitting right there, they pick him.
I
Baltimore
could
is not
see
trading up.
Minnesota maybe or Detroit.
I'll tell you right now, I think if anybody's trading up here, and we can even go back a little further, I mean, Philadelphia does a lot of trading on draft day. I can
Yeah.
see Detroit wanting to trade up somewhere, maybe like 11, and taking a Fano or a Monroe Freeling, but I feel like it would make more sense that they trade up for Fano.
I mean, if they don't trade back, I think it's an easy pick. I think Miami just goes Makai Lemon, and he's the best available right now. That's my opinion. I think Makai Lemon would fit well in with Miami.
Okay. What do you think,
But
Chase?
if
Well, oh,
I
sorry,
don't
sorry.
have any trade ideas really, so I mean,
Chase, how do you feel? Do you think this is a spot where there could be another trade, or do you think Miami sticks and picks somebody?
Oh, I could definitely see a trade here, and I agree with what you were talking about, Philly making a trade because there's been a lot of talk about things going wrong with AJ Brown, and I could see him being involved in like a big trade
I mean, it would
going
be kind of
somewhere.
crazy. Now, I think it's pretty much already guaranteed he's going to the
yeah,
Patriots.
he's a Patriot. He's pretty
Yeah,
much.
I mean, yeah,
Now,
that's
if
pretty
that
much
wasn't the case, I could definitely see him being packaged in a deal. This is just a lot of spots for Philly to jump up. Like, it's too
yeah.
much. It's too much. Like,
If you want to be honest, and this is from a Pittsburgh fan that does not want them to trade up in the first round, I can see the Steelers trading up before I see Philly.
yeah. I
But
am of the opinion that this would be a Detroit trying to jump all these people who they are afraid might take a offensive lineman they want because it's pretty much guaranteed, just like you were saying about the DBs with the Chiefs, Anthony,
yeah,
that it's guaranteed the Chiefs were going to take DB. I think it's guaranteed Detroit's taking a lineman.
yeah, I mean, I can't. I'm not really arguing with that whatsoever. All they have is Penei Sewell at this point.
But
Especially,
Yeah.
I mean, what's his name has talked about coming back. What's his name, the center?
Oh, I remember seeing that he like retired and now he's trying to come back. come
He's
back
talking
Ragnow?
about coming back. Ragnow, yeah, Frank Ragnow. He's talking
Now,
about coming back. If they for some reason were able to get him again in a fucking Detroit uniform going into next season, that's a little different. But still, it doesn't address their tackle needs. So
if we don't think it's Miami trading, I do see another team here in this list that'll trade, but let's just go ahead since it doesn't sound like we're in like a unanimous decision. Let's go ahead and just make Miami stick and pick because it makes sense. They need anybody that they can get at this point.
and they
So
could use an offensive lineman for that new quarterback they got.
can I
yeah,
can I can I ask for something off topic?
yeah, sure.
Can you go down the list kind of slowly and see where Chris Johnson is ranked in this? I want to see.
I know
Oh
he's going to
God,
be a little
he's
down there because he's like a fringe first rounder. All right, right
yep,
there,
right there, 37.
37.
That's that. I mean, if you want to be technical, I think wherever he goes, if the Steelers don't end up picking an interior offensive lineman or a wide receiver, I want us picking cornerback. I want us picking Chris Johnson. I think Chris Johnson is going to be a game monster year one.
All
But
right,
that's
well,
completely off topic.
all
Go back
right,
to what
yeah,
we were.
we'll talk about that when we get there. But anyways, you say Makai Lemon. I like that because again, I think Makai Lemon could 100% be the best receiver coming out of this class, at least
Yeah.
in the first round, barring a second, third round. Like some of the wide receivers we were talking about before we started this end up becoming just out of nowhere monsters. Um,
Yeah. And I don't see Detroit trading up for a tackle because there will be a tackle sitting there.
I agree.
At
I do think. I mean, if anything, this is the guy that I think goes to Detroit right here, and it even
I'm
says that.
saying.
But
You got Proctor, you got Freeling. I've seen Freeling as low as 24 to the Browns.
yeah. So honestly, I'm cool with giving them Makai Lemon. What do you think, Chase? Is there somebody else? You said offensive lineman, which you're saying Fano.
Yeah, I see it either being. I mean, I can see. I could honestly probably even see Tyson, but I mean, Mikhail Lemon's better. So, but I'll go with I'll go with Lemon.
All right, so are we going Makai Lemon here to the Dolphins?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right. All right, so now we've got Arizona's on the board again, or on the clock again. So they traded back with the Cowboys, got the Cowboys 2 first-round picks for this season, or draft, I mean. Who are the Cardinals taking with that first pick?
I think it's. I mean, I think you kind of go easily with Spencer Fanu, but
I could
let
see Jordan
me.
Tyson. They need a wide receiver.
I don't think they need it, dude. Michael Wilson. I mean, they still have Marvin Harrison Jr. obviously, but Michael Wilson turned out to damn near look better than Marvin Harrison Jr. last year, and they have Kendrick Bourne as the wide receiver 3. I
And
don't think
Trey
they pull wide receiver.
McBride. They still have Trey
Yeah,
McBride. So
there's no way they
I
pull pass
don't
catcher.
I don't
Oh
disagree
yeah,
with
they.
you, Chase. I think that they can always use another wide receiver on that roster, but I just don't think they spend one of these picks on one.
I mean, yeah, down the list, they'll definitely probably go receiver at some point in the draft, but spending a first round pick on a wide receiver when you're, I mean, you could make the argument that they have a top 10 wide receiver room right now as we speak with Harrison, Wilson, and Bourne as their top three, and then McBride. There's just no way.
Yeah. All right. Well,
I
who
think
do
you
you
go
think?
Spencer Fanu here. I think it's pretty easy.
All right, Chase. You said Jordan Tyson.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. You guys don't have anyone else you think they could take.
Let me see the board real quick.
I just don't see anybody this low here
Nah.
going to them. I'm gonna agree with Anthony. I think this is a good spot for Fanu to go. I just don't see Fanu falling too much further either. I mean, yeah, it's just kind of tough. I'm going Fanu here. Is that who we're good with?
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so Spencer Fanu to the Cardinals. Now, this is the team that I could see trading this pick and moving back with Detroit. When I said earlier that I saw another team making a trade, how do we feel about that? Do we think the Rams trade or do we think they stick and pick?
I don't have any trade ideas off the top of my head. I think they just take best available. They don't have any major needs at all besides what's Devonte Adams. Do they wide receiver? I think they go Jordan Tyson here. To be honest with you, I think maybe yeah, I would say Jordan Tyson if anything. I think no Jordan Tyson. I was gonna give some other names, but Jordan Tyson.
Okay, Chase, you got any feelings on this pick for the Rams?
I like the Jordan Tyson because I mean it's not really set in stone on what's going to happen with Devontae, whether he's just going to hang him up or I mean more likely he's hanging him up.
I think he's
But I
coming
can
back for sure for this season,
yeah.
but it'll be soon.
Is
It'll
there
be.
a surprise Kenyon Sadiq pick here?
I was thinking that too. I was thinking maybe this is where Kenyon Sadiq goes, but it just feels a little early for him. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Their wide receiver 3 listed right now is, I love to see it because he was out of Pitt, but it's Kanata Memfield. That's their wide receiver 3 right now, and I think they got to go wide receiver, especially with the age of Devontae Adams as well.
Yeah, honestly, I think Jordan Tyson makes the most sense here because I just don't see any of these other guys going this high.
Yeah. Nope.
Apparently, Kevin Concepcion is like very highly touted by a lot of NFL teams, but I don't
Yeah,
know.
he's good.
All
He's
right,
damn good.
are we good with Jordan Tyson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so Jordan Tyson to the Rams. Now we got Baltimore on the board. This is a team who I have heard is just going to stick and take best player available. Who is that to you guys?
I think this is one of the easiest picks. If he's sitting there, and I don't know why he wouldn't be, I think this is the easiest pick of the draft. I think it's Ione out of Penn State. I think they need interior offensive line so bad it's not even funny. And I would love to see Ione in a Steelers uniform. That's my number one for the Steelers, but I don't think he's going to be sitting there, especially with the Ravens. I mean, there you go, right there. Team fit, Ravens. I
Yeah,
think that's the easiest pick of the first round, to be honest with
I
you. If he's sitting
100
there, he will be a Raven.
I 100% agree it's going to be an offensive lineman whoever it is, and I definitely can see it's this guy right here.
They just lost the best center in the league. They need interior offensive line.
Chase, you feel good about this?
Oh yeah, I agree with that. I think that's exactly what they would go for. They need offensive line anyways. Like Anthony just said, they just let go of their center. So I mean,
All right.
You think
Ione?
wait, oh, never mind.
What were you going to say?
It doesn't matter now, but I was gonna say maybe a surprise sneak Kenyon, what the fuck? Kenyon Sadiq.
Yeah, that is definitely an option, but I don't know. I feel like they still are holding out hope for Mark Andrews to kind of have
pop
another
off.
decent season. I don't know about Pop Off. He's getting up there, but
Oh
now
yeah, he's
if we're talking about Kenyon
And they lost
Sadiq,
likely.
I have a good feeling this is where Kenyon Sadiq could go to the Buccaneers.
Really? You think so?
Who is their tight end right now?
Fucking it's the white boy K Dotton. He's
K-
good. K Dotton's good. Now do they want depth at tight end? I honestly I think they could go edge here.
Yeah, I can see that too. They do have a defensive head coach. I know that like I don't know what the Buccaneers. I wish I had watched more Buccaneers because I like Baker Mayfield. But I don't know what their issue has been the last couple seasons because they've had a rough couple seasons. It feels like.
their defense has been bad too.
Yeah,
Like I know we want to point fingers. Everybody wants to point fingers at Baker, and then but you got to also think their injuries on offense too. Everybody wants to sit and point fingers at Baker in that offense, but that defense is not good either, if we're being honest. And that defensive line is not good. Vita Vea, granted, Vita Vea is good, but he's the star of the show, and he has no help.
so which
If
edge?
anything, I'm surprised he's sitting at 21. The dude that
Akeem
was sitting
Mesidor?
across from Ruben Bain. I think Akeem Mesidor is
Yeah, I guess the
I think it'll be
issue.
Akeem Mesidor.
I guess the issue is he's 25 years old, and doesn't he have an injury history or something like that? I can't remember
Yeah,
what.
but there was talks with. I mean, when he was playing, there was times where he looked better than Ruben Bang, and that's a top 10 pick right now as we speak. If he is able to stay on the field, I think they go edge here. I mean, if there's you also got Keldrick Folk.
Yeah,
I really do like Mesidor though. I really do. I know the
I'm
well,
I'm
yeah, there you go, team fit, Buccaneers.
I'm not against it. It's a little early for him apparently, but I think I agree with you that the Buccaneers would definitely be addressing edge at some point, and probably with their first pick, just because all of the other edge players are gone. Not that I really thought any of those guys who have been taken already were going to fall this far, but
Yeah.
yeah, I'm cool with Akeem Mesidor. Chase.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I agree. I don't see them going. I mean, I see them going best.
Wait though. Wait though. Okay, go on, Chase. I'm sorry. Go on. I mean, interrupt.
I see. So with the mock drafts that I seen for the Buccaneers, they're going defense, in my opinion, because they need Vita Vea needs help. Like Anthony was saying, like there's he desperately needs help. But I mean, I definitely see Akeem, but at the same time, I also see best defensive, best edge on board. Like I see them just
So who?
going
Keldrick
whoever.
Falk?
Yeah,
Because
Keldrick Falk.
he's
Yeah,
listed, but it's so like it looks like it's so neck and neck
They're
that
so yeah, they really are.
I was gonna say. I mean, we
I
don't think
think
they
that the
they.
Buccaneers would pick a fit over Kendrick Falk, and I think Mesidor is more of a fit for that team.
So if they're going defense, we don't think they go DB with Tiananmen or Jermod McCoy, who's still on the board.
That's where I was going. I was saying McCoy's still sitting there on the board. They just lost what's his name? Why am I blanking? He's a fucking Steeler. Jesus, why am I blanking? My goodness, do I really have to look up a Steelers depth chart right now? I'm just
Who?
blanking on his name. Jamel Dean. They just lost Jamel Dean, and I mean, he was a huge part of that secondary.
they still have Winfield, don't they?
Yeah, they still have one field, but I
But
mean, it doesn't really address
I mean,
their.
Winfield ain't really been doing much since 2020 anyway. So
No, Winfield's still good. It just doesn't really address their corners. It doesn't really address their cornerback room. And I mean, Zion McCollum's not terrible. Jacob Parrish as their nickel. I could see a Jermon McCoy here
I was
over an
gonna say,
edge.
to me, it's between Jermod McCoy or Akeem Mesidor. It's just who do you guys think out of those two?
I go Akeem. I'd say he is a better fit.
Anthony.
Mm. You know what? Let's get freaky. Go McCoy.
Well, I hate to do that to you, Anthony, but I think it's gonna be Akeem.
Mesidor.
You kind of talked
You
me
know,
into it, with everything you were saying.
I
Although
mean, at the end of the day, that's there's nothing wrong with it.
it's a bit of a reach, but we've seen it happen in NFL drafts before where a team likes somebody so much, and the Buccaneers only have this one pick in this round, so they take
To
the
be
guy
honest,
they
I wouldn't
like.
even really call it a major reach or anything.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying, just because of where he's ranked, but they take Mesidor here, and now we got the Jets with their second pick, and they took. Let me remind myself. Okay, so I forgot. It's pretty much a lock. They're taking Arvell Reese. So they addressed
Yeah.
defense. Now, this is where I could have seen them taking wide receiver. The top three wide receivers are gone. Is this where we see Kenyon Sadiq go?
I could see. I yeah. I mean, you could definitely see it. I mean, it could definitely
I
happen.
mean, there's still
If I had
Omar
to,
Cooper, Kevin
yeah,
Concepcion.
yeah. I think this is where Jamard McCoy goes if he's still on the board.
Oh, so you think they double up on defense?
Yeah, I think they very well can.
Chase, do you have an opinion on who the Jets might take with their second pick?
Yeah, I think the Jets are going offense.
And who, like a lineman, a weapon,
I
like a
could
tight end?
see, I could see McCoy
McCoy, that's defense. He's cornerback.
or oh shit, My bad.
No, you're good. Who were you thinking of?
My bad.
No, you're good,
Kenyon.
dude. Kenyon.
Yeah, I see them going tight end.
I don't know. It's just
I'm definitely not going to hate on it. If they get Kenyon Sadiq, I mean, more power to them.
it's just for me like
They
you know
really don't
what?
have a tight end that's worth a damn. So
That's
I mean,
literally all I'm thinking, but I don't know how much of a fit is he for real.
they
Like,
also don't have cornerbacks worth a damn either.
yeah, they did just trade Sauce, and even
The
before they
only
traded him,
competent player, if we're being honest, in their entire secondary is Minka Fitzpatrick, and he is up there.
yeah, honestly, I think I'm gonna ride with Anthony on this one. I think it is Jermon McCoy.
If he's sitting there, I don't. I mean, yeah, they're doubling up on defense, but there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, I think if Jamad McCoy is sitting right there with the Jets on the board, I think it's an
No,
easy pick.
I don't
Jamad
think there's
McCoy.
anything wrong with him doubling up on defense either. And
No.
it's like, look, I really don't mean to talk like this, but who are they getting an offensive weapon for? Fucking Geno
Yeah,
Smith. I think they already know
exactly.
that. I think they already know that their offense is not going to be that great this year. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and give him Jermon McCoy.
Who did we have him? Who did we have as their first pick again? Jets.
Arvell Reese.
Orville Reese.
Ah, okay, yeah, duh. Number 2.
Yeah. All right.
I mean,
So
dude, they're building a solid. They're building a solid defense, bro.
yeah, defensive head coach. I think he's a
Yeah,
trash, but I
yeah. I mean,
I've
yeah.
always been of this opinion. Even when what is their head coach's name? I'm blanking on his name.
Aaron Smith. Is it Aaron Smith? Aaron. What the
It's
fuck's his
Aaron
name?
something. I don't think it's Smith though.
It's not Smith. Jesus.
Why
What am
am
I
I
blanking
forgetting
on?
his last name?
Aaron Glenn. Duh.
Yes, Aaron Glenn. Oh my
Look at it.
God, yes. So
Yeah.
when Aaron Glenn was the Lions defensive coordinator, I always thought, like, why does everybody talk about this guy like he's some great defensive mind? The Lions were always giving up like a lot of points. So
Numbers. They were giving up numbers,
now,
boy.
granted, they did have injury issues, but still.
Yeah.
I just don't think that matters. If you're a good defensive coach, you should be able to work around that. So
I think he's also. I think he's also not. It's not just defensive. For him, he's a big players coach too.
yeah,
But
well,
I mean, I guess that's besides the point. I mean, they pull off Arvell Reese and Jamad McCoy. I think that's a win for them in the first round.
all
Big
right,
time.
we'll give him Jermon McCoy. So now we got the Lions, and this is essentially take your pick. Is it going to be Monroe Freeling? Is it going to be Caden Proctor? I don't know. I guess maybe Caleb Lomu, Blake Miller, any of these. I've heard a lot of good things about this guy. I don't remember how to pronounce his name though.
Dude,
Hennecourt?
Max, yeah, Hannasor, he is the lowest floor, highest ceiling tackle in the first round for sure. If he turns out, he's going to be the best tackle in the draft. But it just if he turns out,
Yeah.
um,
Who do you think though?
I could definitely see obviously a Caden Proctor here. If I want to get fancy with it though, give me the board again. No, not Dylan Thieneman. They could address edge as well. They definitely could address edge, but I think they pull the trigger on. Let me get a Caleb Proctor here, bro.
Yeah, I think it's Caden Proctor for sure.
Yeah.
Chase.
I honestly, I think they go Monroe Freeling here.
I've heard that
Help
too. I've
Panay
heard
I can
Sewell
see
out. I
that.
mean,
Yeah.
whether they actually pull the trigger on Frank Ragnow or not,
well, it's
Panay
up to
Sewell needs
Frank
help on that
Ragnow.
offensive
It's
line.
pretty much up to Frank Ragnow at this point because I think if Ragnow was to call the Lions and say, "Hey, I want to come back," they're definitely saying, "Oh, hell yeah, like come on."
Oh yeah.
Okay, so it's basically it's up to him. Okay,
Yeah.
I see them going offensive line here to help out Panay Sewell. 100%. I can see that.
Yeah,
I
I'm.
think I will say, sitting right here, even it doesn't matter what offensive tackle is on the board, unless you're seeing like a fucking Francis sitting here for some odd reason. You could definitely see edge being taken off the board here for someone to help Aiden Hutchinson.
I
He
mean,
has had
yeah.
no help since he has been in the league at all. They have nobody, and they have not had anybody since taking Aiden Hutchinson, and that is pushing 4 years now.
Yeah, true.
I mean, I don't
He's not wrong on
disagree,
that one.
but it's everything I've heard is that the Lions are taking offensive line.
Yeah, I
And
mean that's not a dumb pick either. I mean,
it's just, would they take Keldrick Folk? Because I don't really see them. I mean, I don't really see another edge here, to be honest, other than TJ Parker, and I don't see them reaching that far for TJ Parker.
no,
Maybe
but
Cassius Howe.
I'm just saying it doesn't even
Apparently,
have to
Cassius
be the
Howe is supposed to be
players.
good. Pretty good.
Who is it?
Cassius Howe. He's supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. It doesn't even have to be. I mean, with whoever's on the board right now, it doesn't have to be them. If there is an edge player other than Falk or anybody else that's sitting here on the board, I'm just saying, if there is an edge player that comes to mind for them, I think there very well could be an edge rusher taken off the board here. But offensive tackle is definitely, I mean, obvious.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go Caden Proctor personally.
Yeah.
All right. That's who we're taking. The Lions take Caden Proctor. Now we got Minnesota. I genuinely have no idea. It says Dylan Thieneman. I guess that makes
That's
sense.
who I was probably going to go with, was Thieneman.
Yeah, it looks like it's safety, whatever it is.
I mean you can go Warren here, but I think it's Thieneman.
I don't
I think this is
disagree.
another one that is, if he's sitting there on the board for Minnesota, and I don't see why he wouldn't. I think the same thing that I said about the Ravens with Ione. I think this is an obvious pick.
All right, Chase, do you have anything to say about this?
Um, I see them going strictly defense here.
Yeah.
Yeah, the defense is awful.
Ty
I see them
Simpson? No, I'm
going
just kidding.
Dylan.
All right. Who who did the Vikings? Didn't the Vikings sign a quarterback over free agency?
Yeah, Kyler Murray.
Oh
Yeah,
my God! Yeah, how did I forget
yeah.
that? All right, yeah,
Yeah.
all right. I'm going Thieneman here. This just makes sense. All right, Carolina. Now this is the Kenyon Sadiq pick. This is where I've always heard him
I mean,
going.
yeah. And I would
Yeah.
love to see him in a Panthers uniform helping out Bryce Young. I would.
Yeah,
I mean, dude, there's just no reason why he wouldn't.
I
Unless
genuinely, yeah,
it's got to be pass catcher and it's got to be skill position. Unless they pull the trigger on a Omar Cooper, a Concepcion, at this point, I don't see it. It's Kenyon Sadiq.
yeah. I mean, it doesn't. I don't think it hurts them to get a wide receiver because like Leggett
I
really hasn't.
personally like Cooper over Concepcion, but whatever.
Yeah, well, I feel like Xavier Leggett hasn't turned out to be what they were hoping, and
Leggett is garbage.
now they only have like Tedero McMillan pretty much. I don't know any other wide receivers on that team right now, but
That Jalen Coker, he's pretty solid.
yeah, I genuinely do think this is just Kenyon Sadiq though. Like,
Yeah,
as weird as this draft is probably going to be, I think there are certain picks where it's like, yes, this is obvious where this guy's going, and I think this is one of them.
yeah.
All right, Chase, don't be afraid to jump in. I don't want to keep having to like prompt you if you got something to say.
Oh
No,
no,
I'm
no.
just
I agree with Kenyon going to Carolina.
okay. Yeah, I just like I said, I don't want to like force you to say something if you don't want to say anything. I don't want to like not give you a chance to say something, but
Oh no,
I
you're all good, buddy.
I think this is good here. All right, so now the Cardinals' second pick.
Is this Ty Simpson?
Bro, okay, so do you see? I was gonna say that's the only thing that kind of bugs me about them making a trade. Where was it? Oh, this early
Yeah.
was that everything I've been hearing is that they are going to try to trade back into the first and take Ty Simpson. Now,
I mean, dude, it is what it is.
I have not heard Ty Simpson going as high as 20, but if you are a team who needs a quarterback, and say whatever you want about Jacoby Brissett, that's who their quarterback is right now, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Say whatever you want, he has solid games. The dude's a career backup. He's a journeyman quarterback. He's not a starter. Okay, that's just how I feel about him. I know people for some reason think that he's a good starting quarterback. It's just like, whatever. You can have that opinion. You're wrong. The Cardinals need a quarterback.
Hang on, they
And
got Minshew, baby. What you talking about?
yeah, well, there's another journeyman career backup quarterback, in my opinion. Those guys are serviceable for when you need them to play a few games and they get a fire lit under their ass, have a chip on their shoulder, and they throw a few dimes, and then they remember who they are after maybe like 3 or 4 games. But
Eldrick Falk is their suggestion. That's kind of crazy.
yeah, so I just really have no idea who they would take here other than a quarterback, and apparently they need edge. That's all it's saying for
I mean,
them.
yes, dude, they really don't have anybody on the line in the trenches.
Where's
So I
Ty? Did
mean,
we already pass Ty Simpson?
yeah,
Because
he's
they
at
didn't even. Okay,
32.
they
Yeah,
didn't even have him listed. Yeah, they have him for the Steelers. That's crazy.
dude, that's what I'm saying. You said you've not seen him as high as 20. I mean, I've seen him as high as 21 to the Steelers. So I mean,
Damn.
like, unfortunately,
Well,
I've
Jenny.
seen plenty of times him
Now,
going to the Steelers.
I seriously, it's hard to ask this, but you need to be completely unbiased. Do you think the Cardinals would take Ty Simpson at pick 20? Or do they forego this year on getting a quarterback, except for maybe one in a later round?
Let me see who's on the board real quick. And who'd they pick first? It was Fanu.
I think so. Yes, they took their
Yeah.
offensive lineman already. I mean, whatever. Maybe they say, fuck it, let's double dip on offensive linemen and make sure that our 2027 quarterback we take is going to be ready or protected. I mean,
Go down a little bit. Let me see some. Is there a way to filter edge, or is it just what we have here?
yes, right here.
Okay.
So it's
Damn.
suggesting these three for them. Then
Go
you
down a
got
little bit.
Zion Young.
Malachi Lawrence is sitting that fucking low. Dude, if we're being honest, whenever the Chargers pop up, I think that's where Malachi Lawrence goes. But
Okay. Well, if you wanted to do a video on sleepers, then you should have told me. But right now we're doing realistic
okay,
picks. Malachi
okay,
Lawrence is not. I mean, I don't know. Is he gonna really be ranked as low as 40 and still get picked in the first round?
I think you possibly can.
Okay.
I mean, you
Well,
got to think that's only a couple picks into the second round.
all right. You're right. You're right. I'm just being a dickhead.
Fucking dick.
But okay.
But I mean, I could definitely see edge here. Do they pull off another wide receiver with Omar Cooper though?
I don't know, but all I
Oh,
know is we're on pick 20 and we're over an hour into this thing. So
yeah.
let's get these going.
Pull the trigger on Folk. Pull the trigger on Folk. I think
Chase,
if he's sitting there and they have a chance to bolster up their defense, I think that's where they go.
Chase, do you have anything
Yeah.
to say?
Oh wait, what team is this?
The
Sorry.
Cardinals.
This is their second pick from that
Yeah,
Arvell
they
or from that trade.
they took Spencer Fanu, offensive tackle, with their first one.
I see. Yeah, I agree. I see Omar.
Omar Cooper?
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah, I see Omar Cooper.
I don't disagree. Oh god, that's really tough because I do think that this would be a good spot for him to go.
I mean, I've seen him going not really this late, but around these picks.
Oh man. It's just obviously edge is a need for them apparently. Well, I don't know
Yeah,
whatever this website is.
but I don't see.
Let's
But why not add to that young wide receiver group they already got? You know.
Yeah, but they can do that later. I honestly, there's
True.
just so many wide receivers in this class that could end up being good. So I'm gonna give them an edge here. We're gonna go Keldrick Falk, and I've heard Keldrick Falk is worthy of a first round pick, and this is exactly where he's ranked. So we're gonna throw it on there. All right. So now we get to Anthony's team. I've been waiting to get to our teams. We're at
You
Anthony's
want to talk
team.
about? We're already an hour in. Boy, wait for another hour on this one.
Bro, okay. So who are the Steelers taking as the resident Steelers fan?
Dude, if Monroe Freeling's sitting right there with the 20th pick or the 21st pick, I don't see any other reason why we don't go Monroe Freeling. But do we pull a decision on making a fucking first round pick on a receiver? If Omar Cooper's still sitting there too, we can fit him in the slot with Michael Pittman and DK. That'd be fucking
This boy's
nasty.
gonna take a
But
whole hour just to pick a
I
player.
I'm
know,
not even
dude.
talking for more than 30 seconds.
I
Get off
love
my
the
nuts.
rage bait chase. I love it. All right, come on,
Nuts
dude.
off of.
We got to.
Okay. It's not just me. Where do you think they go?
Who, me?
Where both of y'all? Where do y'all think the Steelers go?
Let's see.
With this board sitting right here, that's not just me talking.
Ty Simpson. No,
Suck a dick.
genuinely.
Chase, I'm telling you, if Ty Simpson gets picked at 21,
I'm
bro,
the one who
expect
said that.
cars to be flipped. I know, but I'm
Oh,
saying
okay,
we're
okay.
going to the draft tomorrow. I'm telling you, if Ty Simpson gets picked tomorrow at 21, expect cars to be flipped. It might as well turn into Philadelphia, boy.
Look,
We might as well just go to Philadelphia at that point.
I was about
bro.
to say, dog, it's gonna be safer there.
Look, okay. Everything I've heard about this pick has been pretty much offensive line. Like consensus, they're going offensive line here.
All right,
So
y'all can use it.
I totally agree with Monroe Freeling here. Even though it
I have no
says
problem with
wide
that.
receiver, you guys just got Michael Pittman. You have DK Metcalf already. You said it yourself the other day or yesterday. Your tight end room is fine. Like your receivers are fine. I think with the Michael Pittman signing, I think you guys are pretty much good there.
And I'm holding out for Zachariah Branch. I want Zachariah Branch.
Yeah, I
But
mean,
go.
and there's other receivers to take. So
Can I see? I know it's already taken a while. Can I see what our team fit is down the board if there's any?
I haven't seen it. I was looking for that. That's why I scrolled all the way
Yeah,
down
I
here.
would say I really haven't
Oh,
seen it.
well,
Ty
Ty
Simpson,
Simpson.
get the fuck out of here,
That's
dude.
so fucking funny.
Oh my fucking god! If we pull the trigger on Ty Simpson tomorrow, dude, I'm gonna cry.
It's so funny because Ty Simpson is the only one apparently. Oh, okay, Jeremy Bernard. Yeah,
Jeremy Bernard, I would like that pick too. I would have no problem with that pick. Not in the first, but
yeah, obviously. Keontae Scott,
and yes,
cornerback.
yeah. Zachariah Branch is slated for the Falcons right there.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Yeah, if Freeling's sitting right there, we're taking Freeling.
yeah, I was gonna say I just feel like he's
Hopefully.
fallen so far now. I mean, I know it's not that far, but it's decently far. So I think this is Freeling. Chase, you got anything you want to add?
No, I agree with you. I think the Steelers go Monroe Freeling here.
All right.
I genuinely do, just because like Omar Cooper would be a good pick, but
I'd
bro,
love to
y'all
see
really
Cooper
don't need
in a
another
Steelers
wide
uniform
receiver
though.
at the moment. Y'all have a strong wide receiver core.
I would love to see Cooper in a Steelers uniform though. If they
Yeah.
take Cooper here, if say that this is the board that it looks like at pick 21 and they take Cooper, I will not be mad.
All right. Well, we're gonna give them Freeling. So now we got the Chargers. Who are the Chargers taking, guys? I genuinely have no idea for this one.
I think defense, and I mean, I know you said that he was a reach. Not every big board's the same, and not every draft board's the same.
No,
This
that's
draft
true.
board's different than another
Yeah.
draft board, and another draft board, another draft board.
No, that's true.
I
That's my ignorance showing. So
yeah.
you think
TikTok ball
Malachi
knowledge.
Lawrence? You think Malachi Lawrence?
I think there's a chance. Okay, let me see the board again.
Here it is. There's like no edges like left at the top, at least for this website.
Yeah.
Here, if you're
Definitely
thinking,
don't need receiver. They
if-
definitely don't need
if you're thinking they're taking edge, then here's what the edges look like. TJ Parker, Cassius Howell. I would feel more comfortable with Cassius Howell, but that's just me.
I think for the sake of this video, we're not going to be pulling players out of our ass. Yeah, I guess. I could see a TJ Parker here too. I really like Malachi Lawrence though. Ah, my vote's TJ Parker, I guess.
Chase, do you have an opinion on this one?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with Anthony. I think they do go defense. I think Malachi is a good pick. Um, it's also a bit of a stretch just because how far down he is. He's right by Malachi. I go Zion Young.
Now, here's where I differ with you guys just because of what I've heard. I've heard that they might go linebacker here.
I can see
And
that too, but
I
who are they pressing on
saw
linebacker?
CJ Allen. I mean,
Yeah,
he's a decent one. Maybe Jacob Rodriguez. You think Jacob
dude.
Rodriguez jumps into the first?
If he's sitting, yeah, but if he's sitting at second round pick for the Steelers, that boy gonna be in a Steelers uniform, dog.
I
But you
hope.
talk about if Chris Johnson's sitting in the second round, bro, that's who I want. Like, no doubt.
I was gonna say, I don't know. Do the Chargers need DB help at all? Because
I
there's
mean,
still some DBs on this board.
yeah, I honestly, yeah, I just bringing up that and seeing Chris Johnson still on the board. I'm going Chris Johnson, dude. I mean, Dante Jackson is one of their top cornerbacks, and oh my god, he fucking dog ass. Um, Cam
You're
Hart's Cam Hart's not all that. You know what? Yeah, my vote's Chris Johnson.
all right, Chase. Are you sticking with Zion Young? Because he is right there. I don't hate it.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with that Zion Young. I can see Young, honest, being on the board at this time, and I can see them taking him.
Just to shake it up a little bit, I think I'm gonna go Chris Johnson
Okay.
because I
Yeah,
haven't heard
I
much
think
Chris
that'd be
Johnson
stellar.
in the first. So
Dude, okay, just a little fun fact on Chris Johnson. His entire collegiate career, he allowed an 18.1 passer rating on every quarterback that he has played against. Averaged an 18.1 passer rating. I'm telling you, if Chris Johnson is sitting there on the board with the Steelers on the clock, if they don't pick Chris Johnson, I'll be pretty fucking upset.
okay. Well,
Bro, Joey Porter, Chris Johnson, and Dean. Oh, wait.
okay. Well, right now the Chargers are taking Chris Johnson, so
Yep.
that dream
Yep.
is not coming true in this world, at least. Now,
Nope.
who do we have here that it's saying offensive? Oh, Philadelphia.
This is Omar
I'm
Cooper.
I'm bitter that we haven't done any other trades, to be honest. But whatever.
Yeah. It's just hard to predict trades, man. It really is. I know we already did one, but like, I mean,
Yeah,
we were kind of talking about it prior and it was there and it
yeah.
makes sense for the Cardinals to trade back, but it's just hard to predict trades, man.
So you think this is wide receiver, and you think it's specifically Omar Cooper, and I get why you're saying that because AJ Brown is most likely gone. So I don't disagree with you.
I mean, this is a lock for me. I got Cooper.
All right, Chase, what's your opinion?
I wouldn't be surprised if they go defense here.
Hmm. Do they really need defense though? Because offensive line makes sense,
I mean,
but a
eh,
lot of the like first
who
round,
are their edges? I mean, other than Jalen Carter being in the middle, I mean, who they got on the right or left side?
Anthony would be better to answer this.
Wait, I'm lost. What are we talking about? I'm sorry. I
The
was locked in. I was locked in on a Mark Cooper talk.
the Eagles
Being honest.
defense. Do the Eagles need defense at all?
I mean, no. I say no. I mean, dude, they depends on who we're talking about. Who are we talking about them getting? Defensive wise.
An edge is what Chase is saying. I think he just
I
wants
I mean,
Zion Young to get picked.
I don't see them picking up edge. I mean,
I don't think so either.
they you got to think. I personally, I fucks with Devontae Smith. I think once he gets the opportunity to get a number one role on that team, I think he's going to fucking skyrocket. As I predict right now, he's going to be a top 15 to top 10 receiver in the league next year. But I mean, that's another video for another day. They
Yeah,
don't pick if they don't pick a receiver. Their wide receiver two is Hollywood Brown, and that's atrocious. So
yeah. Honestly, just because of that, I gotta go. I gotta go with Anthony on this, bro. Um, Also, this video is coming up on an hour and a half. I don't want it to be 2 hours. So,
It's not. It's not. I
and
promise. I promise.
we're looking at the home stretch here. So honestly, Omar Cooper makes a lot of sense to me. That's who we're gonna go with. Now we've got the Browns with their second pick, and let's look at who they drafted first. I can't remember. Carnell
I
Tate.
believe it
So
was Carnell
Yeah,
Tate.
it was
Yeah.
Tate.
yeah, so they took wide receiver with their first pick. They could have used offensive line help. Looks like they can still get it. Caleb Lomu, Blake Miller, the dude from Arizona. I'm not even gonna attempt to pronounce his name.
And bro, honestly, who's their? Who is their? Who's their tackle across from? What's his name? The big fucker from Ohio State.
Oh,
I'm actually. I'm
wait,
actually going to
who?
look at their depth chart this time. Titus
Duan
Howard. Titus
Tyus
Howard.
Howard. Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
I mean, that's not. It's not.
I thought you were talking about McDonald for a minute there.
No. They already got receiver, obviously. This is a toss up kind of too.
Well, you were talking about them taking a safety, right, or a cornerback earlier.
I could see it. I could definitely see it. They do need to. I don't mind Tyson Campbell, but they really do need some help with fucking Denzel Ward. He is left on a fucking island on that defense. Even though they do have a stellar defense, let's not. I mean, fucking despise the Browns, but can't hate on their defense. And if you want to be honest, if they draft as well as they did this year, as they did last year, that's fucking scary. So
So who are you saying though? You haven't said who.
I know. Because this is kind of hard. This is a hard pick.
You still have Colton Hood at
Yeah,
cornerback,
I was gonna say
Avion
Colton Hood
Terrell.
and Avion Terrell still sitting there. There's nobody at this point that I'm. You might as well move up. There's nobody at this point that I'm gonna say they pick up. Boy, I know who you was circling. That shit ain't
Yeah.
happening.
I
He
know.
said,
It was just funny.
um, Caden McDonald. Caden McDonald's sitting right there, and to get somebody to help, what's his name out from Michigan? I'm blanking on his fucking name.
Max Graham or Mason
Yeah,
Graham. I said Max with my head ass. Yeah, Mason Graham.
Yeah, because
What
Malik
about
Collins ain't cutting it no more. That boy old. I could see Caden McDonald sitting here, and they pull the trigger on him.
CJ Allen?
What about
Okay, never mind. That's all I need to hear.
him? No, I'm kidding. I mean, maybe.
I
I
don't
guess
think
I would.
so.
I guess I wouldn't hate the pick, but I mean, if Caden McDonald's sitting right there, especially as an Ohio State to Cleveland kind of thing, I mean,
That'd be two Ohio State players in the first round, which isn't bad
hell
because
yeah.
yeah, Ohio State players are pretty good in this draft apparently. So,
You know what? I think I'm going Caden McDonald. I think they bolster up the D line even more.
all right, Chase, give me who you think the Browns are taking here.
I'm going defense, and I would say Terrell.
Avion Terrell.
Yeah, I'm going Avion Terrell here. Help out Denzel Ward in that
Man,
backfield.
why did you have to do that to me? Because I thought you were gonna say somebody else, and I was most likely gonna go with you, not Zion Young. I thought you were gonna say offensive lineman, and I would have probably said Blake Miller here.
I
But
mean, I could see it, but I do like. I mean, dude, they did just pick up Titus Howard, bro. So I mean,
no,
like,
that's true. That's
and
true.
they still have what's his name, Dewan Jones. So I mean, if anything, I think they go down the list for uh, offensive line help.
I personally, just because they did draft Mason Graham, I just don't see them doubling up on defensive line like back to back years. And you
I
even
think
said
this
it.
is Cleveland, though, bro.
I know, but you even said it yourself that they could really use the cornerback help. I'm almost
Yeah,
inclined to go with Chase here on Avion Terrell.
yeah. I mean, I don't hate it. I do think that Tyson Campbell is good, though. I mean, the dude. Yeah,
Spit it
here I'm about
out.
to look up.
No,
I'm about to look up old boy stats right now. Tyson Campbell. Yeah, he was third in pass deflections. Yeah, I mean Tyson Campbell's solid. I
fuck it, dude. I'll just go with you with
no go
every.
go with go. Okay, if it's 2v1, it's 2v1. I think if you get somebody to help out with Miles Garrett and Mason Graham, okay, Mason Graham is good. Don't get me wrong, but we are looking at that defensive line as that's Miles Garrett,
No,
obviously, and
yeah.
that was the main thing. You get two big motherfuckers in the middle of that D line to eat up blocks for Miles Garrett. That is fucking scary. If they sit here and pick Caden McDonald, I hate the trade or I hate the pick because it's a good pick.
Yeah, actually, you just converted me. That does that makes so much sense. I am gonna go Kane McDonald here too. All right, now time for the Bears. I just realized
Warren.
the Packers don't have
Yeah, no, we don't have a
they
first
don't have
round
a
pick.
first round pick. Damn. Now I totally agree with you, Anthony. I definitely think I am worried that Warren is not going to be here in the real draft.
Who do you think?
And
Okay, can I ask something? Who do you think he would go to if he's not here?
uh
Maybe the Vikings, but I think Thieneman is a lock for them.
yeah, I was going to say the Vikings. Who else did we talk about maybe needing safety help? The Chargers, I guess.
They got Derwin James, but really nobody else.
I was going to say, I mean, and Derwin James is getting up there in age.
But you got to think, you pair Warren with Kobe Bryant, that'd be kind of nice.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. I'm so happy with the Kobe Bryant signing.
And I mean, I'm not even mad, dude. I love the Jaquan Brisker signing for the
Yeah,
Steelers.
this isn't even a question for me. Like, if Warren's still here, it's who we're taking because we need safety help. Whoever the Bears draft in the first round, it's going to be defense
Yeah.
because we just need the defense help. And I've seen people saying that we'll take offensive line. And to me, our offensive line was fine last year. I know we lost our center, but we got the Patriots center who was actually pretty decent. So, um,
Caleb Williams had that offensive line looking like dog shit.
okay, bro, shut up.
Escaped from the pocket early. Do you think they
just-
go D line?
maybe because I have heard the who did we just give to the fucking Browns? K
Caden
McDonald.
McDonald.
I've heard
Yeah.
K McDonald going to them. I guess if he was gone, maybe Peter Woods. I just don't see a world where if Warren is on the board still, they pass on him. That's who I'm going to give them. Chase,
I mean,
do you have an opinion?
I mean, from everything that I've seen, it's been McDonald. But I
So
mean,
you
granted, he's
think
already
defensive
gone.
line for sure?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
there's still
defensive. Well, yeah, you guys are going
Peter
defense
Woods.
here.
I would say Peter Woods is sitting there.
Peter Woods is still here.
I like Peter
Defensive,
Woods. I
I
like
do
Peter
too,
Woods.
and I would be happy with a TJ Parker, or I would be happy with Cassius Howe. I would be really
Yeah.
happy, or even Zion Young, or like you said, Malachi Lawrence. I genuinely just don't think because there are edge players that the Bears can get in the second round. There are really no other safeties as far as I'm concerned or can think of.
There's still go to safety and I'll name
Like
off
Bud
some.
Clark, I've heard.
That's one of the main people to go to the Steelers. Holy shit. Kamari Ramsey's good. Genesis Smith. I'm thinking of another one.
But
Jacoby
it's
Thomas is another one up there.
to me,
Yeah, there's nobody that's touted as high as Warren. I will say that.
and there's nobody. I mean, it's just not as deep as Edge seems to be, in my opinion.
No, it's not. Not at all. It never is. I mean, it's safety.
Yeah. So I genuinely think that this is a McNeil Warren pick here for the Bears. So that's who I'm
Yeah.
gonna go with. You guys tell me. You guys can outvote me. So you tell me what you think.
You knew. Well, that was my pick first.
All right. And Chase, I don't disagree. I think defensive line would be good, and definitely if Kane McDonald was there, I would definitely give it more thought. But he's not there.
Right.
Warren
Yeah.
still is. It's Warren.
Yeah, say Lawrence Till. Yeah.
Buffalo, I genuinely have no idea. I guess maybe a wide receiver, maybe defense help. I've heard defense. Maybe this is where Malachi Lawrence goes. I mean, that's
Damn,
who
it's their best fit.
yeah,
That's
that's the
crazy.
team fit.
I like Malachi Lawrence. I really do. I think I this is my pick. I mean, I like Malachi Lawrence a lot,
All right.
and they need some help rushing the fucking passer big time.
Chase.
I will say
Okay.
though, KC Concepcion is still sitting right fucking there, and I do not think DJ Moore is enough of a pickup for them to be like, oh yeah, we're comfortable at wide receiver.
Is it Casey or Kevin? Because I've heard
I've seen
Casey.
it's KC or Kevin. I mean,
Okay. Well, it doesn't matter. Concepcion. But no, I agree. I like the DJ Moore pickup. I honestly I was fine with the Bears letting him go, but I still think he's a good receiver. I think getting him on or in that room helps out the other two young receivers. But I can see a world where they think we need to just get one more guy in here. And
yeah,
like I
I
said, I've heard a lot of teams like Concepcion.
yeah, I mean, Concepcion sitting right there. Like I said, I don't think I mean it's not a bad pickup at all, but I mean having DJ Moore as your only like real mainstay at wide receiver, I mean Keon Coleman is fucking Keon Coleman. He was a laughing stock last year.
Yeah. All right, well, let's make these quick. So I just need you to give me who you think they're going to take realistically.
I'm going Malachi Lawrence.
All right,
I'll make it
Chase.
fun.
I'll go Kevin.
It's up to you, baby.
I'm going to go with Chase on this one.
Okay.
All right. San Francisco.
I honestly, I think this is best available.
Yeah.
Same.
But who that is, I don't know.
Ty
Give me guard.
Simpson. Give you guard.
Yeah, give me
Well, they did
guards.
just. I'm pretty sure they just re-signed Williams. I'm pretty sure
Williams, who we talking about?
Trent Williams.
Yeah, he's tackle though, but I get what you're
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
saying.
yeah,
he is tackle. Never mind.
I get what you're saying though. It's still
right
offensive
there.
line.
I could see them picking up guard for sure. Chase Benostis, I could see. That's I know I said I wasn't going to go off my mock drafts, but that's who I have. Caleb Lomu's still sitting there. Damn, I didn't even realize he was still sitting there. Um, Holy shit! Yeah, if Caleb Lomu's sitting there, yeah, never mind. Never mind. Let me shut my fucking mouth. Caleb Lomu's my pick.
Chase, who do you think?
I see them going. I could see them probably. Honestly, I can see them making a stab for Peter Woods here.
Now, we really don't think that they would maybe take a wide
Or no,
receiver.
my
Sorry.
bad. No, I
What?
forgot. Peter Woods' defense.
Yeah, he is, but
I
I
mean,
I mean,
mean,
yes, they could, but I mean, do they need to? They just picked up fucking Evans and Christian Kirk, and then
oh
Ricky
yes,
Pearsall's coming back.
I have to remember the Mike Evans signing. I keep forgetting that.
I'll say you
Uh,
got Evans, Pearsall, and Kirk. I mean, do you really need to?
all right.
I mean,
Well,
also they could go with what's his name from Arizona State. Yeah, Max. Yeah,
Ian,
dude.
whoever, whatever the fuck you say it.
I mean, he's like I said, very low floor, very high ceiling. You put him
All
on a
right.
team with someone like Trent Williams, arguably the greatest tackle that we've ever seen in the
Yeah,
NFL.
I feel like you're dragging a knife across my brain right now
What am I talking about?
because you just keep switching up. Like, see it being Caleb Lomu. No, I'm sorry. I'm just being a
I'm going
dickhead.
Max or Lomu. I'm going Max or Lomu.
All right, Chase. You said Peter
next
Woods,
for
but
Lomo.
no. Okay, now you guys are just saying names.
No, no. Genuinely, I go back on my original
Fuck it.
thought. Peter Woods.
Let's go,
I
Max.
mean, or
Okay.
Max. Yeah. I mean, they could go offensive line. They could go defensive line as well, really.
I just feel like the Niners would be a team to take a project player like this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can definitely see them doing some shit like that.
All
Fuck with.
right, now we're down to Houston. They kind of need offensive line
Lomu.
help. Yeah, I was gonna
Lomu.
say this is
Easy.
definitely where Lomu goes, right? Or
Yeah.
Blake Miller.
Yeah, Lomo goes here.
I mean, it could be Blake Miller too, but I mean, I'm just gonna go with who I think is better. I think Lomu's better.
Lomu.
If
Okay.
Lomu's sitting right there with the Texans on the board, they're going Lomu.
Chase, you think Lomu as well?
Yeah, I think he's the best. I think he's the best player on the. He's the best offensive line there.
All
He's the
right.
Boy, with
best.
how that fucking offensive line is, they need to trade back up into the first round and get Blake Miller too.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's give him Lomu. All right. I feel like we're rushing these. Sorry, guys. I was talking shit, but I was joking. Okay. Just want you guys to
Yeah.
know that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. All right. So the Chiefs
Yeah.
have their second pick here. Who are they taking? They need wide receiver help. They need offensive line. Who did we give them earlier? I can't remember.
It was Mansour.
Yeah, they got cornerback help.
I
You
think they
know,
go Denzel Boston here.
I could see it. I mean, but I'm not the. I'm not saying that Denzel Boston's bad, but I'm not the biggest fan of him over some others. Do they give some help to Chris Jones? Because I mean, dude, that defensive line is terrible.
Is this where we see a Malachi Lawrence or a Cassius Howell or Zion Young? Skipping
I could
TJ
definitely see
Parker?
it. Yeah,
I mean, how good is TJ Parker compared to these guys down here?
I think he's properly rated where he's at on this board for sure. Do they go with another cornerback? Do they double down on cornerback and make it fun? Go with Colton Hood
Do
because they
they
did lose two.
Yeah, do they go Peter Woods?
Did they go Tyson? Um, damn, Tyson's just sitting there like, bro, what the fuck are we doing? Why is he this high?
I
Um,
know, dude.
you know what? TJ Parker would be a fun pick. I mean, it's about time that somebody. It's about time that they get somebody to compliment Chris Jones for what he's meant to do. Plug the hole, eat up blocks. I mean, even then, he's for that. But I mean, he can get to the fucking quarterback too. But they've never really had a monstrous edge, and they never really spent time on edge while having Chris Jones. Go down real quick. I can see it being TJ Parker. Damn, Avion Terrell sitting here this late in the first is kind of crazy. But yeah, I go TJ Parker.
All right, Chase, are you sticking with your initial assessment that Denzel Boston is who you think?
Yeah, I can see them going wide receiver here because I mean
Worthy and
he ain't
right.
really got nobody else to throw the ball to except Travis Kelsey and Worthy.
Let's
Scrap up
say,
Rasheed Rice, baby.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I forgot about right. Yeah, you're right. I did forget about
I mean,
Rice.
Okay.
Tyquan Thornton is fucking. He's a
Yeah,
speedster,
yeah.
but
We'll see.
his hands are fucking
No,
questionable to say the least.
I
But
agree with Chase that they need a better wide receiver. I don't hold any of those guys too high. I'm gonna just be honest, but I could be stupid. But I'm gonna go with Anthony on this. I think getting defense. They took defense earlier, right? I can't believe I'm already forgetting. How the fuck am I
yeah,
already?
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think getting defense together is probably their best bet in this draft. All right, so TJ Parker. Now we've got Miami's pick. This is their second pick, correct? They took wide receiver Makai Lemon at 11.
yeah.
Now they're at
This is
30.
Denzel Boston for sure.
You think they
Kidding.
double up on wide? Okay.
No,
All
fuck
right.
no.
So this is definitely just best player available, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just it just depends on who the fuck that is.
Is it,
You know, if Chris Johnson was still sitting here, I would like to see them pick up someone like Chris Johnson, but Avion Terrell sitting here, and that's
hey,
my pick.
are they the ones who pulled the trigger on Ty Simpson?
Mm, no, Avion Terrell.
Honestly, I agree. I think it's ridiculous that these guys are both still here. But yeah, Avion Terrell is who I would probably go with. Chase, what's your thought process?
I can agree with Avion Trail here, them going defense.
I can see
Yeah.
a Colton Hood too, maybe, but I like Avion Terrell a little bit more than Hood.
Okay. Fuck it. Let's give it to him. All right, New England. Who's New England taking? We know that it's almost like
Fucking
90.
center.
Yeah, it's almost 90%. Like, what's the word I'm looking for? Certain that they're getting AJ Brown, so they don't need wide receiver really, unless they do want to pair him with a young guy. But I don't see that being the case.
I can see if Peter Woods is sitting here, I can see them going D line.
Yeah.
I that's my pick. Christian Miller. Do they go Ty Simpson? But Christian Miller.
Or do they go Malachi Lawrence? And you're saying Christian Miller. Do you mean Blake Miller?
Blake Miller. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, Christian Miller is a player though. Actually, I
Yeah,
mean
yeah.
he's a D lineman too.
Chase,
Um,
what do you think?
which is somebody that I
But
can see.
this is
The
Miami
Patriots. No, the
or
Patriots.
the Patriots. My bad. I see Blake Miller going here. I see them going offensive line.
All right. Well, that I don't hate it. I think that's probably correct. So let's give him Blake Miller. Yeah, let's give him Blake Miller. I liked what Anthony said about Peter Woods with him, but I'm fine with Blake Miller too. All right, so Seahawks. I think it's
I think this is
almost.
pretty easy.
I think this is guaranteed going to be they trade out of this, but I understand that we're just not doing that right now. So
If they don't, then I think it's easy Colton Hood.
honestly, yeah, because they lost all their DBs, didn't they? Essentially, or,
Yeah,
They
yeah,
also lost their running back too, but I mean, there's no
yeah,
running
but
backs, are there?
they can probably do something about that later.
Yeah,
I think Colton Hood is a good pick too. Chase.
yeah.
Okay.
I can definitely see them going defense more than anything, just because of the amount of players they lost easily.
All right. Well, there we go. That's gonna be the draft.
I'm gonna be honest. Out of all the mock drafts that I've made, I think this is the one that I'm gonna look forward to looking back on for tomorrow the most.
Yeah. Honestly, I know I feel I probably I'm sure that anybody who actually watches this will be able to notice I kind of petered out there towards the end, but I'm gonna be honest with you. This draft is just as difficult to predict in the later picks as it is the earlier picks in this first
Yeah,
round. So
facts.
it's gonna be kind of tough. I don't know why. Okay, so it's just showing
Let me
us.
see some grades. Let me see some grades.
Yeah, it said for the Cardinals, it gave us an A plus and A plus for Spencer Fondo and Keldrick Falk.
Yeah.
And then the Ravens, A plus. Is it just going to be
I
A
mean,
plus for everybody?
dude, that's an A+ pick right there. I mean, you can't really get much better than that.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Damn, are we really getting all A+? That's kind of crazy.
I know, bro. So Buffalo
I mean, I
Bills.
would say that's a damn good pick. I don't know about fucking A+, but watch this be an A+ too.
Yeah,
Yup.
Kenyon Sadiq A plus.
We gotta get somebody besides that. There we
Oh,
go. There we
that's
go.
just an A. Damn. Okay, maybe if I gave him Malachi Lawrence.
Nah, you gotta go
No, I'm
Warren,
just
baby.
kidding. I'm just kidding.
That would have been like a
Oh
B.
yeah, Bengals they don't even have. Oh, Carnell Tate's an A plus. Kane McDonald's a B.
I like the Cade McDonald pick. I think if they get bolster up on that interior D line, I think that'd be fucking nasty and scary as a Steelers fan.
I think you're right. Let's see. Sonny Styles to the Cowboys is just an A. Oh,
Well,
Broncos don't even have a pick.
so
Packers
what
don't.
about the Lions?
Kane Proctor
Dave
is an
Proctor,
A.
and I mean that's
I think
obvious.
that'll be an A plus pick in the long run. Caleb Lomu is an A plus. I mean, we did decent apparently. So
Yeah, I was about to
yeah,
say.
the Colts don't have a pick. The
What's the
Jaguars.
Steelers?
Hold on, we'll get there. A plus for the damn. Okay, so they like the TJ Parker pick there with the
We had
Chiefs.
a couple people fall though. That's the thing.
Yeah, obviously the Raiders,
Yeah.
Mendoza, the Rams, Jordan Tyson, A plus.
God damn, boy. You would think we're
We're fucking.
fucking draft experts here,
Yeah,
boy.
I know. Chris Johnson was a B. Okay.
That's A+.
Dolphins, an A for both of theirs. A
Yeah. I
whatever.
mean, dude, if they do get Avion Terrell at 30, that'd be nasty.
Minnesota Vikings, A plus for Dylan Tieneman. Patriots A plus for Blake Miller. Saints A for Ruben Bain.
That's crazy.
An A for Francis Mauigoa and A plus for Caleb Downs at 10.
It'd be the easiest one to predict, but like if they're able to pick up Francis and Caleb, bro, that would be the day one draft winners.
Yeah. Jets A for Reese and McCoy.
Actually, that's another one that could be day one draft winner as well.
Yeah. A plus for Omar Cooper.
Omar Cooper was going to be A plus easy.
Yeah. All right, Steelers. What do you think it's going to be before I click on it?
Who did we pick again? I'm fucking blanking. It was Monroe Freeling. Give me an A.
A plus.
Bingo, baby. I'm gonna say, dude, if he's sitting there at 21 and we don't pick him up,
Yeah.
I like the max pick.
A plus for Colton Hood. I think that makes
That's
sense.
not
An A for Akeem Mesidor.
Nah, yeah, I'm waiting to see Washington.
Oh. Yeah, Tennessee Titans, David Bailey, A plus. I think this is going to be an A plus. No, it's just an A. Okay.
A, yeah.
I mean, so I'm saving this Fumin and Friends mock draft.
You should share it to me, dude, so I can look at it tomorrow.
All right, I'll share it with you.
But yeah, I think. Wait, pull up that mock draft for it.
What mock draft? Oh, this one?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah,
well, hold on. I'm going to end the video first. So, I want to thank everybody for watching. If you watched this long ass mock draft, I mean, whatever. I know it's long. Nobody knows my channel. I only have like 98 subscribers, but it was fun to do with you guys. So I appreciate you guys joining me for this. To my friends I'm talking to, anybody who actually watches this, I hope you heard something that you didn't hear before. I hope that you actually think that we might have made some good points about some stuff, because I feel like we did make some good points about some things, even though we're not experts. But regardless of all that, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Good luck to everybody's favorite teams in the draft, although the Bears are going to win regardless. And yeah, see you next time.